Do you recognize it? We weren't lucky enough to be there. It was 1928, the beginning of modern animation. Disney. Who could imagine the imperium that they would become? It was the infancy of a new media, started by the Lumiere brothers. I wish I could have. But we are now living that same revolution again. It's the birth of a completely new media. It's the birth of virtual reality. But developers so far have tried to copy-paste existing experiences from movies and video games directly into this new media. It does not work. We have to rethink our approach. A whole new media requires whole new solutions, and that's where we come in. My name is Alejandro Castedo, and we are Stormborn Studio. You might think that it's too expensive, still too early, but let me ask you, do you buy things on Amazon? Do you travel the world? Do you play video games? Do you spend time on social media? Tomorrow, you will be doing all that in VR. And that is Mark Zuckerberg, by the way. And the fact is that literally everyone will be using it. Look at the mass adoption by the big tech players. Look at this huge investment in a single VR content creator. Even Google, a couple of months ago, acquired another VR developer. But there are so few content creators. So where is this content? Developers don't know how to make it. It takes a lot of time and research. That's the lack of content and the low quality. But Stormborn Studio is a VR startup with the expertise of making human interactive content that surrounds the user in a 3D 360 environment. Our first project is Runes: The Forgotten Path, a VR fantasy game. You will become a wizard, and you will make spells in the air with your own hands. I know that probably some of you have been subject to a sickening VR experience, and you thought, you know what, I don't like VR. It doesn't feel right. But it's not about VR. It's about poorly designed content. Motion sickness happens when you see a movement that you cannot feel. Your brain tells you that you're poisoned and you have to puke. It's the same thing that happens while reading in a moving car. So we developed an innovative locomotion system to move inside VR, but solving all these problems. And we named it Fourth Wall. And we have tested Fourth Wall in more than 2,000 players. Do you know how many got sick? 0. And if you don't believe me, you're more than welcome to try our demo later. We make VR experiences from the ground up, focusing on what makes your senses tingle and pushing that feeling to its maximum. We make the virtual real. If you're wondering what this picture is all about, you want to try one of our demos. And the market? This is the seed of what will become a multi-billion-dollar market. That is the target market that we can reach. The opportunity is so big now. Our entry into the B2C market will happen with the release of Runes at the end of the year in the biggest online marketplaces. We project sales of more than $400,000 in the first quarter of 2018, surpassing more than 1 million by the end of the year from a single title. The opportunity to become an industry leader is now bigger than ever. But B2B content creation is already big today. Think about the automotive, architectural, educational, and healthcare industries. They are all taking steps to adapt to this new reality, and we are their main tool. The release of Runes at the end of the year is our next milestone. Expanding the team and spreading our brand name comes next. I would love to tell you about our partners, but I have to keep their confidential nature. I can say they're huge in the mobile gaming market. Slovenia. Of course, we will quickly move into mobile VR, expanding into augmented reality next. Our next big move. We have been bootstrapping the company since October 2016, and this is the garage where it all started. We have recently raised 65,000 euros and will be in Silicon Valley, expanding our reach. We're asking for an investment of 150,000 euros to expand the team, hire actors, and market ourselves. all our content is made in-house. So let me tell you why our team is perfect together. Marco, he's the eye. He's an architect with more than 5 years of experience in 3D design, advertisement. He adds logic to our fantasies to make them more believable. Giacomo, he's the heart of the group. He has more than 4 years of experience managing VR projects. He is a gamer, he is a dreamer, and a storyteller. And Alex, that's me. I play the role of the mind. I'm a PhD in theoretical physics with more than 5 years of research experience. When Giacomo introduced the project to me for the first time, I was so excited. I had to make a prototype of the game in less than 3 weeks. It was crazy. But we are not alone in this adventure, and this is the rest of our talented team. We have been working in VR since its revival in 2012, having done B2B for big brands, doing hackathons and establishing VR departments at video production companies. But we realized, hey, we have the skill set to become big ourselves. So we made that bet on us. We quit our jobs. We opened the studio, and we took that leap of faith. We have been working very hard, making quality VR experiences. We raised seed money, and we will be in the Silicon Valley in less than 3 weeks. But today you have the chance to try one of the best VR experiences and invest at the right moment while we're still small. So use this opportunity. Thank you.